Building large, powerful shoulders are an essential focus when it comes to fitness training. This muscle group is highly coveted, both for aesthetic purposes but also for functional fitness. Developing the ability to lift heavy objects overhead, control your own body weight in calisthenics skills like the handstand, and generally keep your upper body balanced by building a strong confidence in vertical pushing strength, in contrast to higher prioritized muscle groups like the chest and back, are all excellent reasons to focus on the shoulders. In this video, I'm going to share the only 2 bodyweight exercises that have contributed to building my shoulders. In a short amount of time training both of these exercises, I was able to pack on a considerable amount of size onto my shoulders and build out the base of those 3D looking delts, which have given my arms and frame a far more polished, developed look. And these 2 exercises are also the only ones I trained that allowed me to unlock a minute-long free balancing handstand, as well as eventually the handstand press, the crow position, and a few other shoulder-dominant skills. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy bodyweight workouts and calisthenics content, and leave a like on this video as it goes a long way. So, what are these 2 exercises that build powerful shoulders utilizing only your body weight? The first is my favorite shoulder exercise for actually building the muscle, the size, and the sheer strength that will allow you to feel confident in your vertical pushing. And this exercise is the legendary Pike push-up. Hinging at the waist, stack your shoulders and your hips as high as possible over your arms before performing the push-up. You'll ideally want to move in a path of motion where your head and body shift a little bit forward past your arms at the bottom of this movement before pushing back up again until they're stacked directly over your hands. This copies the path of motion that your shoulders are most comfortable moving in, as well as mimicking the motion that you'll have to master in order to perform handstand push-ups, which is an excellent advanced exercise to continue progressive overload in bodyweight shoulder training, as well as being one of the coolest calisthenics skills around. You can train the Pike push-up with varying degrees of difficulty by altering how stacked your hips are over your head. If they are less stacked, that distributes the weight less on your shoulders and more on your legs, creating an easier variation of this exercise. The more stacked they are, the more difficult the movement. You can even continue to increase the difficulty by eventually elevating your feet off of the ground onto a chair or a box, as I'm doing on screen right now. Find the difficulty level that allows you to perform a good, hard set of clean Pike push-ups to failure without breaking down form too much or not being able to complete at least 5 to 10 repetitions. Once you are able to complete well over 20 reps in a single set of this difficulty level, change the variation in order to stack more weight on your shoulders and make the exercise more challenging. Then, build your number of reps up once again with that more difficult variation to continue progressively overloading your shoulders and continuing to develop your strength. Eventually, you may become so good at Pike push-ups that you will just naturally transfer to wall-assisted handstand push-ups, which, if you achieve this level, will no doubt leave you with incredibly developed shoulders, both aesthetically and strength-wise. And this leads excellently into the second exercise I couldn't recommend enough for developing your shoulders, which is the basic handstand hold. Well, you can work up to eventually unlocking the handstand in a freestanding position. My recommendation to anyone starting this exercise or desiring to build strength and muscle over the skill of learning how to balance would be to train this exercise against a wall. This almost entirely removes the element of needing to balance from the equation, allowing you to perform your handstand holds as an endurance strength exercise, only focusing on keeping your arms locked nice and straight, shoulders doing most of the work to keep yourself upright. Do not let this exercise fool you. While it may look easy because you're leaned up against a wall and not performing any amount of repetitions, this could not be further from the truth. The handstand hold for time will humble you. In this position, all of your body weight is stacked up on top of your shoulders and arms, and the seconds seem to slow down as you simply try to maintain this position. This is where having a strong mental focus really kicks in. Do your best to push past the initial pain, willing your shoulders on to remain supporting your weight. Time yourself by setting up your phone or a stopwatch underneath you and watch the seconds as you perform your hold. If you can build up to an endurance handstand hold of well over a minute, or even build up to 2 or 3 minutes, this is an incredible feat of strength, and your shoulders will develop efficient, practical muscle with the durability of a steel cable. So train your handstand holds. Train your pike push-ups. Your shoulders will thank you as they adapt and grow under these simple but effective bodyweight exercises to become boulder shoulders. The shoulders, of course, are only one of the many large muscle groups you'll want to train if your goal is to develop a well-rounded physique and feel strong and capable in your entire body. It's for this reason that I put together the top 5 essential calisthenics exercises guide, which I've made available for free on my Patreon page. In this guide, you'll find my top bodyweight exercise picks that I recommend everyone master for a solid foundation of fitness, along with how to train these exercises properly and a list of easier and harder variations to help you progress and grow, no matter where you are in your fitness journey. I'll leave a link to this free guide at the top of this video's description if you're interested. And if you would like to learn how to grow your lats and overall back strength with just one amazing exercise, the bodyweight row, watch the video on screen right now. Subscribe to this channel to not miss any calisthenics content from me, leave a like on the video, and I will catch you in the next one. Until then, happy training.